Yeah, I guess we can start the session. So again, welcome you all to the demo session of the Linux administration uh, 114. So yeah, so the demo session will be for the next 3 days. So after that, it would be a paid session. So let me tell a little bit about myself. So Karthik here. I have around 3+ years of industrial experience and currently serving as a platform support engineer in a MNC. I have RHCSA certification and it is in Rail 8, and I have around like handled around 7,000+ servers. So yeah, and this one will come later. So the first thing is why we need to have a knowledge on Linux basically, right? So since many might heard the buzzword called as DevOps, right? So DevOps or SRE, like site reliability engineer, or whatnot, like platform engineer. So anywhere you can do any new technology or learn, the baseline would be a Linux or the Unix platform in general, right? So having a Linux basic knowledge, at least basic, would be good for your portfolio as well as like learning that tool, let's say for an example, Docker. So learning that tool would be like uh, ease for you, right? So yeah, that is the thing. And why Red Hat in general? Like why industries or the enterprise prefer Red Hat over a lot of Linux operating systems are out there, but still why everyone is like almost Red Hat is dominating the industry. So why? Because Red Hat is an enterprise company itself. So let me share the whole screen just a sec. So if you just Google for Red Hat, you can see it is an enterprise company which is founded like early 90s, right? So what they are doing basically is like, of course, everyone might already know that Red Hat is like not Red Hat, like Linux in general is a open source operating system rather than a proprietary operating system like Windows. So anyone can create their own version of Linux and it is called as Linux distros, right? So if you just Google for Linux distros, so there is a lot of variants of Linux would be there, right? So then why industries are preferring Red Hat? Because Red Hat is kind of a market giant as of now, and like the main thing is like their support system, right? So they are supporting, like let's say you are organization might already have a Red Hat supported server or install server, and like uh, just a sec. Yeah, sorry for that. So like it would be like supported by the Red Hat, like by like let's say there was an unexpected reboot or anything, you will raise a Red Hat case in their official site, and that is how they support the server, right? So and they will continuously providing and already providing the updates, and they're fixing the bugs a lot. So that is the reason Red Hat is preferred. And what is RHCSA? So Red Hat certified. Let me just Google for RHCSA. So why we need a RHCSA certification, right? So this is kind of a foundational certificate, and foundational in the sense it is a baseline how all the services and like it is kind of like a operating system in general. So like there would be So now we can come back to this slide. So in any operating system, you must have a user management, disk, and process management, and how to troubleshoot the server or the system if it is not working as expected, right? So in not only in Linux, even in Windows or Mac or any operating system, this would be the case. And like many might know, like Mac is also backlined by, or the base would be Linux. So yeah. So Red Hat certification, it is kind of like having its own recognition in the industry, and many you might already seen, like many are like you can even create your own portfolio using this certification. So it is kind of a market standard, right? So in these sessions, we will be, so this is the syllabus actually. So today we will be discussing only the syllabus, like what and all we are going to discuss in upcoming sessions, right? So yeah, so we will be seeing how on the like the basic introduction of Red Hat, like RHEL 8. So what is Red Hat Enterprise Linux 8? So there are different variants of Red Hat itself. So RHEL 8 is for, or RHEL in general is for the enterprise. Like most of the companies would have enterprise in the sense it is a just another MNC or even a startup. So it is for used for industry purpose, right? So like there is a open source variant also. So Rocky Linux is there. So Rocky Linux is also there, and a lot of like distros are there for just our usage, like a general use, right? So CentOS is also owned by Red Hat. It is kind of open source project, and unfortunately, as of now, it is discontinued, right? So, but both are similar. So you can, for our sessions, you can either use CentOS or Red Hat. So, but mostly we will be using Red Hat, and this link I'll be providing in the chat as well as in today's session. So I will come to your chats in a bit. So let me finish the syllabus part and I'll come to that. So what is this resources all about is like what and all which is discussed in our sessions, right? So it will be posted here, like what and all, like let's say this is the operating system ISO. So you must download this one. And so please don't download the whole directory. So because it will be archiving or zip, creating a zip, and that would take some time, right? So better to download individually. So why? Because this file is like around 9 gigs. This is including the packages. So that would be that is the reason it is big file. And how to install everything would be in here, and even notes I will be providing here. So these are all the previous batch notes. So if you're curious, you can even go and see that if needed. And today's session and the upcoming 2 sessions, it will be posted in our YouTube channel. So let me give the link to that as well. So many would ask, where is the recording for like first 3 days? So it will be posted in our Logic Labs YouTube channel. And coming back to the slide, so the like Linux in general, there is a lot of ways you can learn, but going from basics, right? And these are all the important 4 major pillars we can say. So you must be having a base knowledge at least in user management, disk process, and server troubleshooting. So yeah, so we will be seeing, oh, there is a lot of sorry, there is a plethora of commands, right? So uh, like that, there might be more than 2,500 plus commands are there. So like binaries are there. So more than that, but the on daily essential, we will be having a lot. But like as a sysadmin, like for day-to-day activities, you can refer to this file. So this, I created this one. So this would be like a file. So I'll be telling in later classes or mm, today itself I told this because you just go through this one. So what this is like, so in my previous company, I used to create this doc. So what and all we are doing in as a day-to-day activity, right? So everything would be here. So this is a user management. So what are all the user related comments? And like that, there is a lot. So keep this file handy. So it is an important file in upcoming sessions, right? So, and please don't download this one. So I even provided this link in the slides as well. So please download this ISO at least. So there are two ways we can install our session. Like, sorry, going forward, we can proceed with the sessions like two ways, uh, like installing in your uh, base machine or your laptop or your personal computer, or installing in your cloud service provider. Like in this case, it is GCP or Azure or AWS. So tomorrow session we'll be doing that. So yeah, so it would be fully practical. So that is the main selling point of RHCSA. So it is not like multiple choice questions, right? So in exam point of view, it would be pure practical exam, right? So you must know what you're doing. You must know that. So at least. So this is the link for that. So mostly our sessions will be revolving around RHCSA because yeah. So like why? Because if you see this, so even the question paper I included. So you just if you see this question paper, so even yeah, the drive link is also in the PPT. So I'll be sharing that as well. So you can see here, right? So all the four pillars will be covered in this RHCSA, and it is kind of a baseline. So around 80% of the day-to-day activity you would be it is covered here in this RHCSA syllabus. And of course, you can even the another benefit is like you can even get a certificate right out of it. So yeah, so that is the this one, and this one we'll be doing tomorrow, installation of Rail 8 or 9. So you can either prefer Rail 8 or 9. So we'll be seeing the difference and why we are using Rail 8 and stuff tomorrow session. But yeah, we'll be installing that and performance monitoring. So why we need a performance monitoring in the first place, right? So not only in Rail, even in Windows. So you just many might know Task Manager, right? So let's say your system is running around a lot of tabs. Let's say in Google Chrome, you opened around so in Google Chrome, you opened around 50 plus tabs. So there would be a lot of memory consumption. Already just for 4 tabs, it is consuming 1.3 gigs of my RAM or memory, right? So you need to monitor the metrics. So these are all called as different metrics. So as a sysadmin, mostly you must know what are all the uh, different metrics and how to monitor those. So in upcoming sessions, we'll be seeing that extensively. So on day-to-day basis, you will be doing that. So every day you won't monitor. Anyhow, there is a separate tool for that. But having a base knowledge on how to do that or understand what is core and how to analyze each core CPU performance and all, we'll be seeing in upcoming sessions. Okay, so that is a performance monitoring. And all these are user management stuff. So how to create a user. So this will be like user management is a must needed for any system or an enterprise, right? In general. So let's say you're having a lot of customer and you're a small scale industry or small scale company. Still, you need at least for your employees, the user management must be there, right? So that is what in any system there must be an enterprise. Sorry, there must be a user management. So like we will be seeing extensively how to do the user management and what is super user access and all we'll be seeing in this upcoming sessions. So super user is like administrator in your Windows, right? So in Linux, it will be called as root user. So how to switch to a root user, how to provision or how to access the root commands, right? So this and all we'll be seeing extensively on user management. And this basic operating system fundamentals, right? So again, this would be staying the same in Windows as well as Linux. So in Linux, we'll be seeing mostly in Windows, you might already know, like let's say creating an archive. So in Windows, you can right away, you can create, right? So let me open desktop. So let me create a new folder. Inside this again, let me create a folder. So you can create a zip out of it or create a archive out of it. So just for within 3 clicks, you can do that. But in Linux, since it is a since it is a CLI, right? So you must know the command and you must do that. So since it is not a GUI and it is a CLI, so again, let me open the notepad. So what is CLI and GUI? Let me give a quick thing here. So GUI is nothing but your graphical user interface. And CLI is command line interface. So interface is nothing but interacting with the system, right? So in Windows, you're having a cursor and a keyboard to interact with your system, and you're having a graphical. You can see it. You can see the icon of the folder and everything you can see, right? So, but in CLI, mostly it will be in a command prompt. So let's say in Windows, you might. So this is how the whole system would be in Linux. And this is also the reason the Linux is preferred for enterprise. Why? Because in our general use, this is preferred, like a GUI is preferred. And for enterprise, graphic doesn't make sense, right? So we won't be right away using for the, like, let's say 10,000 servers, we won't be using this graphic the GUI, we won't need that. So in order to do the basic task or advanced task as well, we won't be needing that. And that is a waste of resource there. So instead, most companies prefer or most of the servers will be in CLI mode. So yeah, that is your GUI and CLI. So and a lot of archive and how the file management will be doing, like file permissions. It is also a very important topic, and every day you would be doing it as a sysadmin, right? So, and coming to the process management, we'll be seeing how the booting procedure. So in tomorrow or day after tomorrow session, we'll be covering that. So that would take the whole session. So what is the booting procedure? So yeah, we'll be seeing that. And this is what, like how to identify a CPU or memory intensive process and kill it. So as a sysadmin, you will be doing this system sanity, and let's say you're having a incident or a ticket. So you will be doing like this. So yeah, you must act on it and provide the root cause for that issue, why it happened in the first place, right? So anyhow, we'll be doing that. So those are all kind of day-to-day activity for a sysadmin, right? So that is the reason I um, I want you guys to download this one. So day-to-day activities. So yeah, how the network service work and how to, not in network, in general, how the starting a service stop and how to change the status of the services, everything, like how to enable it. and system journal. So this is where most of our sysadmins would reside. Like we must know how to analyze a log, and yeah. So the next one would be the disk management. So disk management is kind of the important topic, I would say. Why? Because as a sysadmin, you only would be having the rights to provision the disk, right? So even there would be a disk management team or storage team. So they would be providing only the disk. So you are the one who will be provisioning for the mount point or in Windows. So let me give a Windows example. So we come back here. So this one, the space is our like our wish we can give in our own laptops or our systems, but that is not the case in enterprise levels, right? So there would be a requirement, and like let's say this disk is consuming right away, we need to provision in a way like it should not be exceeding a certain threshold, or we will be provisioning an alert for that. So many are there. So disk management is one of the important topic, and we'll be seeing how to create a logical volume management, LVMS. So how to provision that, how to create that, everything will be. So these are all comes around like after uh, many sessions, we'll be seeing this one. So user management would take at least 6 to 7 sessions. So yeah, but many don't do that. Why? Because many would be already an experienced person. So, but still, we must know the basics of user management, right? So that is the reason we would be having at least 6 to 7 sessions on only user management, and later we'll be discussing on disk management and process. So this one is like how the file system creation, and I will be comparing with Windows as well as Linux. So since many would already know, and it is very easy for you to understand that. So mostly I'll be taking a Windows example and how it is working in Windows and comparing it with the Linux. So if you want to see my previous sessions recordings, you can come to our YouTube channel and see the Linux admin recordings. So you get an idea how my training or my teaching style would be. And yeah, so we'll be seeing video and status as well. So those are all kind of a different way of configuring the disk management. So and advanced OS management. So how the key configuration works. So that is very important in terms of interview as well as like in general, you must know, right, as a sysadmin. So that one, and these are all kind of a security features like firewall and how to provision that, and SE Linux. So we'll be seeing again SE Linux in bit more of that. And lastly, we'll be seeing networking and containers as well. So container, like we'll be using Podman, which is owned by Red Hat, like it is their own service. So yeah, we'll be looking into that. So again, please do download this one, or please keep this question paper at least in handy, because we'll be discussing if, like so each topic, let me take this topic as an example. So if we discuss key based authentication for SSH, so we'll be looking into that in this question paper, but these are all basic OS management, right? So let me come back to user management. So mostly user management, we'll be seeing an example uh, in our question paper. So please keep this question paper handy, right? So these are all user management questions, by the way. So yeah, that would sum up all the like syllabus, what and all we'll be covering. So containers as well, like there is a container question in your exam as well. So you must have an idea how it works, and Yeah. And how to register your RHCS exam if you are interested, right? So yeah, so just go to this official site, and you can't create your own, like you can't schedule yourself. So you need to reach out to a learning facility. So click this one. And as per your country, you can give this one and reach out to them and ask them to schedule on your behalf. So that is how, uh, I'm not sure why, but Red Hat wants it to be like a legit request, right? So yeah, this is how. So it is not like our Microsoft will be scheduling using PSM view like that, right? But Red Hat have their own centers all around the world, and this is how you can register for the exam. And exam cost would be in INR. It is like around 20K. It would be so, and it is worth it. So also try to like check with your and you're already working in a company means try to check if there is any reimbursement for that. So yeah, because I even reimburse my exam one. So okay, so that's it for the syllabus part. So let me see the chat. Okay, so uh Ashwini, actually, Wireshark and yeah, Wireshark actually. So Wireshark, Redis and all. No, Ashwini, we won't cover that, but I will be showing you how to do in as a pure sysadmin, you must do some of the certain tasks, right? So we'll be seeing that. But yeah, Wireshark and Redis, it is not covered in our sessions actually. How do I download the day-to-day activities? So you just download. So first thing is go to the drive link and open the folder. This day-to-day activities. This is a folder. Just right click and download. So I provided this link for like the view access is for everyone. So you can download like that. But Ashwini, you can actually a lot of commands will be seeing. So don't worry on that. Okay, so yeah. So please keep this, not this one. So let me give that link again. So, so even this link has been used for past many sessions. So let me put it in the chat as well. So please bookmark this link at least because everything which I'm discussing, right? So it will be sent in or updated in this link, as well as it will be provided in the resource section of our uh, or your portal. So let me go to. So this is where you can see your recordings as well. So once you paid for the sessions, right? So your ID will be like, or you can see the recordings over here. So let me show you how to register for the course. So, so you just go to this link and just a sec, let me log in with my credentials. So just create an account, right? So yeah, so I logged in with my profile. So just click buy and it will be right away redirecting you to create a user ID with your email and password, right? So just click buy course and it is again, it is not a free course, right? So it is around 3.5K. So, and trust me, it is worth it, I would say. So because this is the fourth batch of mine with Logic Labs. So yeah, so click next. and you fill your details over here. And next, so you just give your city, and let me give my country code. Just a sec. Yeah, so just click on process or proceed to the payment, and you will be having an option of paying via your credit card or any way. So this is how you register for the upcoming sessions. So the again, like first 3 sessions will be posted in the YouTube channel. So if you like uh, my training style or how I proceed further, so you can opt for the whole session, right? So yeah, the announcement, this is also the same, like the announcement would be like what is the course fee. So it is 3.5K, and in USD it is $48, right? So the duration of the sessions would be around 20 days. It might be more than that, based on how like what is the pace we are going, right? So if there is a lot of doubts, and it is, I'm encouraging you to like ask as many doubts as possible. So it would be extended, but baseline would be like at least 19 to 20 days it would be. So that is how the course structure would be. And yeah, so this is the drive link also in the PPT. So these are all the uh, like download list, right? So this is the ISO, and just a sec. Someone turned on the camera. Just let me. Yeah. So these are all the download list. So the first thing is your ISO or your operating system, it would be. And this all are needed if you're using or want to use your laptop as a base machine, right? So if you don't want this, like your laptop is kind of a very old one, like let's say more than 5 years or so, it would be a bit slow to run another operating system on that. So in that case, you can use AWS or GCP or any one of the cloud service provider of your choice. So anyhow, we'll be seeing how to install that in cloud as well as our machine. So yeah, these are all the files needed, and all will be in the drive link. So you just go that link and download these 4 files. Uh, yeah, Shakti Kumar, just a sec. Let me, yeah. So this is the last link. So yeah, you
Uh,
can,
Morning, Karthik.
yeah, good morning, Shakti. Yeah.
Uh, Sorry, my voice will be very louder because it's since very early morning here, like 6 o'clock.
Yeah, fine.
Sorry, you pasted the link into the chat, right? But
Uh-huh.
somehow I'm not able to see. It will be really great if you can put it the link again into the chat so I can
Okay.
download
Just a
the
sec.
link.
Resources, right? So yeah. So
Correct.
so I again pasted it in the chat. So anyhow, this file will be sent Shakti. So or yeah, Shakti, right? So yeah. So this file will be sent to everyone. So yeah. So in this file also the drive link is there. So you can access this slide. So yeah. So what is Kitty? So Kitty is nothing but a fork of putty. So putty or putty you might heard, right? So yeah, remote connection it would be used, Srinivasa. Like your RDP in your Windows, right? So this is how we will be using our Windows server. So yeah, remotely we need to connect the server, right? So anyhow. So Kitty is the one which we'll be using. Why Kitty? Because there is a lot of advanced features in that, which is not there in the Putty. So yeah, that is the reason I prefer Kitty over Putty. Yeah. So coming back to the chat, I do not have contents in the Linux admin batch. I'm not sure, sir, Syed, what content you're asking.
Hello. Sir.
Yeah, Satish. Good
Sir,
morning.
actually, I was already learned AWS and Oracle SQL also in the logical lab. So,
Mm-hmm.
so I wanted to ask one question regarding that Linux. Already currently I'm working 6 years experience. VAS
Okay.
related jobs. VAS related jobs. So
Okay.
this, basically we are connecting with the Linux booty and then we need to go to local host.
Exactly. Yeah.
So that's why. So actually, this course fee only material cost or live training is free like that.
Okay. So the course fee is like so the first 3 days it will be like demo sessions. So after that
Okay.
you must pay, and the Zoom link will be different for the only for the paid candidates. It will be. So
Okay.
live training you won't be a free one. So yeah,
Okay.
that is how it works. Yeah.
Okay,
Satish.
sir. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. So yeah, Sayed, just a sec. No, Monica. So this is for the people who never worked on any of the Linux, uh, like any sort. So you can be a newbie, so no issues. Anyhow, we'll be seeing how to install and why we are installing a certain package or a service and everything. It will be covered. Of course, it won't be like purely slides, right? So the first session, since it is our first one, we are seeing the slides. So mostly I will be training in practical. So that is the reason I encourage you guys to see the previous batches, like my demo of how it would be. Like day 2 and all, you can see like let me mute it. Yeah. So yeah. So even tomorrow we'll be doing this. So how to install it, everything. So it is there is even chapters for each thing. So if you want to see for the certain chapter, you can see that. So yeah, so it would be fully practical sessions. So Syed, let me unmute you just a sec. Yes, Syed, I think so. You're unmuted. Syed, are you there?
Can you hear me, Karthik? Yeah, hi.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
hi, yeah, Syed. Yeah.
Yep. I'm just wondering, I just registered for the course that is batch 114, and I
Mm-hmm.
don't see any contents in the portal.
Yeah, today is the first day, right? So it would be posted. So after our sessions, it would be posted, Syed. Like course, like moving forward, it would be posted. So
Okay,
let
because I
me
was wondering if there is any iOS or those files so that I can download on.
ISO files. Yeah, so like since ISO everything would be like the size is huge, right? So that is the reason we are using Google Drive link for that. So this link, you just go to this link rather than going to our portal for the resources.
Hmm.
So let me paste this link once again. So you just go here and download that. And yeah, the everyday notes, right? So what and all I'm typing in the notepad or any important documents, right? So that those are all will be provided in the
Okay.
in
Yeah.
our portal. So
Okay.
everyday notes would be there. So you can even see the previous batch one. Yeah, this one you can see. So you can see 58 attachment, right? So this is how you can see the PDF page. So
Okay.
everyday sessions
Yeah.
notes would be posted here. And actually many like it will be posted in our resource section as well. So you can see the previous batch notes here as well. So I'll be posting it here also here so that it will be accessible to you guys. So yeah,
Okay. Thank you.
yeah. So I think, to become a Linux admin, is this course enough or? Yeah, it is more than enough, Vishnu. So this course, if you do this one, it would be like nearly experience of 1.5 to 2 years. So as a Linux admin, you would be doing this one, like almost everything what and all we are seeing here, right? So yeah. Yes, Srinivas, I was about to tell that. So the classes will be on Saturdays and Sundays there won't be any session, Srinivasa. So on upcoming sessions will be like every 6 days it would be the whole 6 days, right? So let me, so yeah, just a sec. I'll unmute you. So yeah, yeah, Efoza, your
Okay, thank you. So, is the classes gonna be every day, or is just like once a week?
it would be every day, Efoza. So
Starting from today?
yeah, starting from today. So today is the day one. So starting from today, it would be the like 20 days at least. It would be.
Okay,
So
starting from
yeah,
today. So, but no class on Sunday.
yeah, there is no classes on Sundays.
Okay, Monday to Saturday.
Yeah, Monday to Saturday it would be.
And it starts at 7 a.m. Indian time,
Yeah, it is 7 a.m. IST. Yeah.
which is like 8:30 p.m. America time, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. So
Okay.
you can, if you can't attend the sessions, you will be provided with the recordings as well here in our portal. So
Yeah.
you can like if you are still having doubts, you can drop an email to me in
Mhm.
this mail. So if you're having any technical doubts or you want to connect one-on-one session to, like, let's say you're having an issue with setting up your system, so you can drop an email with your AnyDesk or Zoom link as well. So we can have a session if needed. So if you can't attend the live sessions, right? So you can do that. So
Okay.
not only, yeah, so not only to have a like technical difficulty, any doubts regarding Linux or anything in our Logic Labs, you can reach out to me.
But
Just definitely.
the live class is free.
Yeah. So the live sessions is free for the next 3 days, if it was, so after that it will be like paid one. So
Paid
for the
section.
paid candidates, it would be a different Zoom link will be sent. So only for the paid one, paid people, it would be sent.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah,
And this is where I can register that Logic Lab Tech.
yeah. So this is the place where you can register that. So please don't. You can buy the old one as well. So many are, even the last session, many opted for the old sessions. Anyhow, it would be the same course content, but still, like everything will be there. So if you want the whole session, you can even buy the previous batch as well. But anyhow, it would be the same course content and still bit more we are adding for each batches. So if you want, you
Are
can.
we gonna be installing virtual machines on our systems, or are we gonna be doing everything through a software?
Yeah, if also tomorrow we'll be installing the VM. So today is just a introductory class, right? So that is the reason we are having a PPT in the first place. So tomorrow we'll be installing and yeah,
Yeah.
everything will be practical from
So
tomorrow.
I need, if my hard disk is not large enough, I need to increase my RAM, right?
Not needed. So we'll be discussing on that FOSA tomorrow, like what is the system requirement and so. So you just if your system, if you think your system is not capable of running a VM, I would encourage you to use in cloud service provider. So tomorrow we'll be seeing how to install in GCP as well as like Google Cloud as well as AWS. So since many would have AWS and Google Cloud, and that is also free. So you need not pay for both like GCP or AWS or even Azure. So you need not pay dime for anyone. So yeah,
Okay. I'll send you an email. Thank you.
sure. Yeah, yeah. Thanks. Uh, Sorry, Sagar. Actually, we can't change the timing. So you can see the recording, Sagar. If you can't join on time, so you can see the recording. And please do post me the any doubts you have. You just post me. It's 104 or 108 if you want to book the exam. The exam code is EX200, right? So, Shakti. Okay, so as per the classes, right? So yeah, like the course content would be the same, Shakti. So these are all the previous batches. So if you want live sessions, right? So these are all the previous batch recordings. So if you right away want to study or your pace is bit fast, you can see the previous recordings through this one. So if you buy this one, 104 or 108, you can right away will have the course contents. So these are all the previous batch course content it would be. So yeah. Of course, after our sessions, you can register for the exam. So like not right away, I would encourage. So please do practice what and all we are seeing in the sessions, right? So after that, at least within 10 days, you can write the exam and clear it, right? So yeah. And the another thing is like the question paper mostly almost the same they would ask in the exam, I would say. So yeah, you just keep this one handy. Mm, very important file. The RHCSAQ would be for our sessions at least. And yeah, is there any doubts, anyone? FOSA we can connect after the session. So you just drop an email and yeah. Is there any more doubts on the session? So let me paste the link. So these are all the links actually. So let me go to the next slide. And the important one, right? So like any communication regarding the sessions, like let's say if there is no session on particular date, it will be posted in the WhatsApp group. So if you're not part of the any of the WhatsApp group, anyhow you might know the session through the WhatsApp group. But still, if you're not part of any of the WhatsApp group, you just click this link and you can join this one, right? So Linux patch, this one. So you can, there is a around 3 groups are there. So you just join this one. So any announcement or anything related to our group, it would be, or anything related to our course, it would be posted in the WhatsApp group. Srinivasa, if you're paid for the our batch, you can access our batch only. So anyhow, the course content would be the same, Srinivasa. So yeah. and yeah, so it would be shared in our group, and it would be a wild journey, I would say. So there will be a lot of stuff we'll be discussing. Mostly it would be basics first, and gradually we'll move to the advanced stuff, right? So yeah. Yeah, Mike, you just click on this link. So anyhow, this link is also will be provided in the like WhatsApp group, or it would be provided through email. Okay, so you just, so this slide, you can see the drive link, right? So you can get to this link via here, as well as I posted in the chat as well. So you just bookmark to that link. Why we prefer Google Drive? Because again, it is a huge file. So it is around 9.4 gigs of ISO is there, right? So that is the reason most of it is here. No, Ravi. So there is no technical background needed. And trust me, RHCSA is kind of like a foundation for most of the people who cleared RHCSA. Like you would land a job easily if you have a RHCSA so certification, I would say. So even I landed a new job with RHCSA. So yeah. Yes, Srinivasa. So Linux and DevOps, we'll be seeing that in upcoming session. What is the difference? And of course, Linux is an operating system, right? So it would be a vast topic. And DevOps is also, but different tools are involved in DevOps rather than Linux. Linux is also part of it. So we'll be seeing that in upcoming sessions. Yes, I don't worry on that. So these are all the links for your portal, as well as Android app, or your app store in like your what is that? iPhone, right? So your iPhone, if you want to access this one, Logic Lab iOS app, and this is the YouTube channel link. So these are all the ways to like once you bought the session or bought the course, you can access via web portal, or so it would be uploaded in the portal. So you can see in either of these ways. And YouTube channel, you can see the first 3 days recordings. So the demo sessions, it will be provided in the YouTube. Yeah, Hari Krishna. So I was about to come to that one. So the shell scripting, right? So shell scripting is like we'll be seeing a basic of how it would be, because again, like this is solely targeting the basic and the people who never ever worked on like Linux. So shell scripting is a lot, and it is a separate course altogether. So mostly we won't cover shell scripting. If time permits, we will be covering the basics of how shell scripting works. So no, Srinivasa, whatever we discussed in this syllabus, right? So that is what we will be covering. So we won't be covering Ansible and all. Since the time frame is 20 days, right? So this would be like purely based on Linux sysadmin. So whoever is aspiring to be a Linux admin, and a pure sysadmin would be like it would be like Ansible. Anyhow, again, it is a separate course altogether, right? So this is kind of a targeting the basic and intermediate level uh, for a sysadmin. So that is the reason I told someone asked, right? So I told you would like around 2 years of experience it would be once you complete your sessions. Can we access the notes in offline? Yeah, Krishnamurti, if you downloaded, you can access it offline, but at least you must download, right? So you must So anyhow, I'll be pasting it in our drive as well. So don't worry of that. Notes or anything relate any file or anything in our sessions, it will be like noted and it will be provided to you. So don't worry on notes part, Krishna. So I guess we are already time. So programming languages. There is no, Ravi, it is like if you don't have any IT experience or you're new to anything, right? So it would be this is a based like this session is targeting the new people to the IT industry. So yeah. So that is the reason we don't. So if you add Ansible and shell scripting everything, right? So the course length would be a lot, and it would be a lot to take in. So once you have a pretty much idea how the Linux works, so later you can opt for shell scripting and whatnot. A lot of things are there. Yeah, Akhil. So RHCSA exam, this would be more than enough, Akhil, to clear that. Yeah, Yafosa, that is the one. So you can opt or you can pay for that that batch 114. So yeah, I answered Ravi, right? So programming languages, language experience is not needed, at least for a sysadmin. So tomorrow's session we'll be seeing how to install the like in VMware. So even I will show you how to create a VM and as well as in cloud. So if you're yeah, yeah, Hari Krishna, exactly. So most of the important commands we'll be seeing. Okay, so just a sec. Mike, actually payment related issue I can't see myself. So you just reach out to the WhatsApp group admins, right? So if tomorrow I will be providing you the group, like any one of them, their email ID. So you can shoot an email to them. So if you still have anything like any payment issue or like any portal issue like that, so you can reach out to them because only the course content I have the privilege to do that. So yeah. So any more doubts? Anyone? Yeah, Prakati. So I'll be sharing you the link for that. So you just go to this one. The classes days are like 6 days a week, and Sunday would be an off. So the all the 6 days there will be session. I'm sorry, I can't. Nikurita. Yeah. So any like you just if there is any payment issue, just let me know, guys. Like if anyone having facing payment issue, so I'll be or you can even reach out to yourself. So you just ping the group admins, so they'll be responding you right away or within a day. Uh, like what was the issue and everything. You can reach out to them if there is any payment related stuff, and if there is any course related one, you can drop an email to me. So this is the email. Just a sec. Let me give the email. So you can drop an email to me with this link. So yeah. So is there any more doubts, anyone? So today's recording would be posted in this like YouTube channel. So please do subscribe to the YouTube channel. So yeah. Okay, Fosa. So I think so that's it for the day. So anyhow, we'll be seeing what the course agenda would be tomorrow. Like we'll be doing this one. So how to install it in AWS or GCP and in our base mission. So from tomorrow itself, we'll be starting the practicals, right? So after that, we'll be like day after tomorrow, we'll be doing the or the next session, we'll be doing the bio booting procedure if time permits. Okay, so yeah, that's it for the day. So thanks all for the join. Like thanks all. So is there anyone? Okay, there is no questions. Okay. Yeah, WhatsApp group joining link. Just a sec. Yeah, Monica, thank you. So yeah, thanks all. If there is no doubt, anyhow, we can connect tomorrow if you have any doubts. And yeah, thanks all for your like have a great day ahead. Bye bye.